Hey, my name's Romero. I'm here working on my level 2 teaching and coaching seminar or portfolio assignments. So I'm here with my dad. He's about somewhere between a 10 to 15 handicap, would be considered an intermediate golfer, even though he thinks he's a professional. But I'm here working on his swing today, giving him a lesson. So Dad, you already played today. What was going on with your swing? What was working? What wasn't working?
Primary issues with my swing. I was coming over the top, hitting everything left, not hitting the ball solid like I normally do, and so I was just struggling. I played all right, but just wasn't hitting many fairways.
So when you were missing, were all your misses to the left? What was your ball flight looking like?
Just a little low draw.
Low draw, low hook?
Yeah.
And was that primarily with your driver, or was that irons and wedges too?
Primarily with my driver and my mid irons.
Okay.
I was missing greens to the left.
Okay. And when you would hit a good shot, what was the ball flight looking like? Were you still kind of hitting a draw or more straight, fade?
A little fade. My natural ball flight is a fade, but I don't normally hit the ball high. It's kind of a line drive type shot.
Do you want to hit the ball more high, or you like how you hit more of a mid-launch?
I like the mid-launch. It suits me. I get a lot of run.
Okay.
So when I hit the fairway, it rolls quite a ways.
So what did you want to work on today? What would be make this lesson successful at the end of the lesson? What shot shape did you want to hit?
I just want to get hit more inside to out versus outside in.
Okay, trying to achieve more of a fade ball flight?
Just trying to hit the ball
Straight and solid?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any physical limitations today that might impact your swing? Sore back,
No.
shoulders, anything like that?
No, just a little tight. I've already played, but it's like a little on the cooler side.
Okay.
So I just kind of stiffen up a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and start. We'll take a look at how you're swinging it, and then we'll go ahead and go from there.
Okay.
Okay, Dad, so what we were noticing on your warm-up shots, and after we got some data from the Garmin, what you're doing is your club path is coming a little bit from out to in. You're kind of coming over the top, and more often than not you were meeting it with a closed club face. So what that's going to do is kind of what you were saying earlier. When you were out playing, you're going to miss a lot of shots to the left by pulling them that way, because with your club path and your face path, you're setting up for a left pull or a left hook. And then on some of the shots where you weren't closing the club face, you're leaving it a little open relative to your swing path. That's going to set up for more of a fade or a ball to the right. So what we're going to work on today is getting you set up to get your swing plane coming more in to out. So what we got here set up is our blue brick with some alignment sticks. I want you to set up to this is having this ball just off the inside of this alignment stick. I want your feet to be parallel to this stick right here. We're aiming at our target, the 150 marker down there. And what I want you to do is take your hands straight down this alignment stick, missing this one. And then from here, when you get to this position, I want you to think about dropping your hands straight down to your right foot. Getting your hands coming down this way, missing this alignment stick, and then rotating through impact. So you want to come up, miss the stick, and through. Do you have any questions about that?
No.
Okay, so let me go ahead and just see you set up without a ball. Just kind of give it a practice swing going through this setup. So yeah, if you get your feet parallel to the stick, now I want you to take your club path straight back down this line. Miss that one, and then from here I want you to feel your hands coming this way, straight down to your foot. Do that again. Good, just like that. So again, we're just trying to get your pathway coming more from out to in and more in to out.
Okay.
Got that?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Dad, so we've hit a few balls. We've used the alignment sticks and the blue brick. Again, just trying to get your pathway coming more in to out, dropping those hands down into the slot, bringing them down to your toe. On a few of them, you still kind of had a tendency to get to this position, and then your hands just wanted to work out a little bit. It wasn't a full cast out, but your hands on the way down kind of had a tendency to want to come out and create that out to in swing. So just talking about some practice things you can do at home or when you're out here practicing to kind of help with this. Obviously we got the blue brick and the alignment stick, so you can bring that out. And again, what we were doing here is just trying to miss this stick right here. So if we think of this as kind of the plane that we want to be on, we want to be underneath this plane as we come on down. If we start casting our hands out or getting too far away from our body, we're going to hit this stick and create an out to in swing. So this is a good thing to use when you come out into your own practice sessions. Another thing that you can do is when you're at home, getting yourself up against a wall and practicing your backswing, getting your hands up against the wall. And what I like to do is just try to drag the club against the wall as long as you can on your way down. What that's going to help is keeping your hands back and that pathway coming in to an out motion. Instead of getting out off the wall, you're going to start coming out to in. And lastly, one of the drills I like to do is kind of like our alignment stick, setting a basket down. And what we can do with this is we set a ball right up against the basket, and it's kind of the same principle with the alignment stick. Is we want to avoid hitting this basket. So when we're coming down, if we're casting out, we're going to be hitting that basket, and we want that ball right up against it. So when we're coming down, the idea is dropping those hands, rotating, and creating an in to out swing. So just by avoiding this basket, we can shallow out our swing plane.
Okay.
Any questions about any of those practice drills or things that you can work on at home?
No, those are easy tips that I can do, you know, especially with the basket, since I don't have a brick. But yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay.
So.
All right, well, we'll keep working on it and see how you're swinging here at the end.